I met Ryan in 2007, October 8th, exactly, was our first date. For Ryan's 30th birthday, I got him the Wii.
She's not a sore loser, she just doesn't like to lose.
And we're very competitive.
That's good.
Thanks. My best friend, Dana Block, set us up. She worked with Ryan at that time. I never turned down a setup because, you know, it's a date, it's a night, and you never know, like, look how it could turn out.
Aside from the past year before Alison, the girls I dated probably weren't the best.
We met in Union Square, and I saw him, I was in the park, and we were on the phone.
And I just mentioned what I'd be wearing, which I think was probably a button-down, if I have to guess. And she was wearing a sweater, and she's like, "Where are you?" And I was on the phone, I'm like, "I'm across the street," and we saw each other, and I was very happy with what I saw.
And I was like, "Oh, he's really cute." So, because it was totally blind, because neither of us knew what the other looked like.
We were playing pool, and there was definitely attraction. And I believe that's during our pool playing, somehow or another, we kissed, and obviously that was a good sign.
It was just so comfortable, and we were talking about his family had been up at the time from Florida, and so we talked about family, and each conversation kind of just weaved its way into the next conversation.
Going into this, I was expecting maybe a date, maybe two, and then after a few weeks, I'm like, after that 1 week, I was like, I'm very happy. I can actually see this going somewhere.
There was no question. I didn't have to call my friend and be like, this is the message he left, or he hasn't called in 3 days. What does that mean? You know, because I just knew. I knew that he enjoyed spending time with me. I enjoyed spending time with him. And, you know, from there, we spent, you know, all the time together. We went down to Florida for the first time when I spent time with his parents.
Alison was helping with all the dishes, helping clean the table, helping with whatever she needed. And my mother just came in the kitchen. She's like, "Marry this girl." I'm like, "I plan to." And I was like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yes." I'm like, I plan to. And she's like, "When?" I'm like, "I don't know." I'm like, "Soon."
We were going out for our 6-month anniversary when we got engaged.
At Rockefeller Center, they had this giant electric fountain. So I'm like, "Oh, let's go see it." Because originally I had always wanted to propose at Rockefeller Center. I just couldn't figure out a good reason. And the night before when I saw that, it became a good reason.
I'm totally clueless. We're walking through, I'm talking, we get to the fountain, I make a joke about throwing a penny in. And so he stands there and he says to me, you know, at the risk of totally embarrassing you, and then he gets down on one knee, and I was totally shocked.
And I said, "Will you marry me?" And I opened the box, and she was staring at me and said,
"Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God." And so he's still on his knee, and he's like, "Can you say yes now?" So I said yes. He came up, I jumped up, I hugged him, I kissed him, and he's like, "Do you want to put the ring on your finger?" I was like, "Yes, yes."
Yes!